Hey everybody, alright, in this video let's talk about some D23 Expo, but more specifically the Parks and Resorts panel that was this past Sunday. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I really wasn't expecting too much to come out of the Expo for Disneyland Resort. And the reason why I was saying that was because it just seems like Disney was really pushing, the Epcot transformation, and they would sprinkle in some things about, hey, learn more news about the Marvel Edition and stuff like that for California Adventure. But the bulk of the promotion for the Expo in regards to the parks was all about Epcot. And that's pretty much what happened. The Expo came and it was pretty much all about the Epcot transformation. Now in this video, I'm gonna really focus on Disneyland Resorts announcements, okay? Because that's what this channel is mostly dedicated to, Disneyland Resort. So I wasn't disappointed per se in what they told us at the Expo, because I was kind of expecting not too much. But yeah, it was overall very, very underwhelming. So they officially announced a new parade coming, a daytime parade coming to Disneyland, and that new parade is called Magic Happens. And the artwork looks cool, I mean, the Moana float, this one right here is actually, in my opinion, the best float that they showed us. I think it's gorgeous. Looks cool. They're also gonna have a Coco float, and but overall, the parade is kind of, it looks like every other Disneyland parade. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't really stand out, in my opinion. It's not terrible, and it's not spectacular. It's like every other parade Disneyland has ever done. There's nothing really too special about it, at least that we can see from the art so far. So I'm glad we're getting a new parade. That is exciting. Just nothing really spectacular here in the artwork that we saw. Another announcement or another reveal at this panel was the artwork for the entryway for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway that's coming to Toontown. It's going to be replacing the current Gag Factory store. And again, guys, you know me on this channel, I'm usually very, very positive, but a lot of the stuff didn't really resonate with me for some reason. I don't really love the entry to this attraction. I was expecting something a little more creative. This feels like the most unimaginative thing, or the most unimaginative approach they could have gone with the entrance. Florida is getting the giant theater, the Chinese theater, out of necessity because it was already there. So I feel like they just kind of went into our project with, well, let's just make it a Toon theater. And it looks like the most generic looking Toon theater you could have come up with. I honestly was expecting a lot more. I thought they would really go in and try to maybe revitalize the area around the entrance, maybe even give that whole back area the Mickey Mouse shorts animation style, kind of giving Toontown multiple animation styles. I think that would have been really cool. This entrance is just very bland. It looks very generic to me. And again, I love the fact that we're getting this attraction at Disneyland. I love it. I am super excited about the attraction itself. And this entry might actually turn out really cool. Just wasn't impressed by the artwork. It's just very bland and boring. It doesn't really do anything for me. I actually like what they're doing in Florida better with the neon signage and everything that they have going for that whole building. It looks much better. This looks very, very bland to me, unfortunately. So we got that reveal. And I mentioned this in a video before, the big announcement for the Avengers e-ticket. That was a cool announcement. The artwork looked really cool. It looks like a very promising attraction. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, everything that came out of the Avengers Campus, it looked phenomenal. The land looks cool. I mentioned it in my last video. It looks like a hybrid mix between Tomorrowland and the Pacific Wharf. It looks really, really cool. So I'm happy with the Avengers Campus. They didn't give us too much information on the upcoming Spider-Man attraction, which very much surprised me. Being that it's opening in a year, I thought maybe they would kind of dive into like what kind of technology they'll be using, for the the interface, the interactivity How are you going to shoot webs? Is it going to be, augmented reality? What is it? And Bob Chapek, the Parks and Resorts chief, didn't even touch upon that. He gave us a piece of concept art, and it really gave us no hint as to what kind of technology they're using. Another thing that I really wanted to touch upon on this Parks panel was that, and I don't know if you guys watched it, but that cringy, like, Target thing in the middle, it was like, it felt like it went on forever. Did you guys watch this? It was crazy. Like, Bob Chapek comes out and he introduces the Target CEO to come on stage, and they announced this new joint venture where they're going to have like these little mini Disney stores in Targets. Okay, and I'm not against the idea. I think it's actually kind of brilliant in a way. I mean, it's a smart idea. And I think it'll be great for both companies. My issue was how much time they took at this panel. I mean, they like I said, they gave us like next to zero information on the Spider-Man attraction, right? But then they go ahead and they spend 15 minutes talking about Target. And they bring out the Target dog and all this stuff. It was so cringy, in my opinion. And I understand that the Disney stores are now part of the same division of the company. It's Parks and Resorts and Products, I believe, or Products and Experiences. So I understand that. I understand why the announcement was made at the panel. I just felt that, considering how light on information we were on a lot of these attractions, to spend 15 minutes on Target, it was just kind of, it was a missed opportunity, to say the least. I wasn't impressed by that at all. So overall, my overall thoughts on the Parks panel for Disneyland Resort was, it was pretty underwhelming. Okay, they didn't really give us a whole lot to chew on. I wasn't expecting them to, though, to be quite honest with you. I really wasn't. I knew the bulk of it was going to be Epcot. And I will say this D23 Expo was better for Disneyland than the last Expo. The last Expo, we got next to nothing except Pixar Pier. That was it. So this Expo was better than last year, for Disneyland at least. But not by much. Not by much. But I am very, very excited for that Avengers e-ticket. So what do you guys think about this? And what do you guys think about the park panel? What do you think about the announcements that they gave us? Personally, I wish they would have gone a little harder. I would have loved to hear more about like a new Tomorrowland or something, but they didn't. But what are your thoughts? Comment below. I love to hear from you guys. And as always, have a magical day.